Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to do a video on cleaning a knife. And the knife I'm talking about today is already disassembled. I did that to save a little bit of time. This is the Spyderco Cricket. Now this one has a built-on lanyard. I'm just going to keep it together, make life easy, because I don't want to rebuild it. But it's not going to hurt anything to get wet and all that. And here's the blade. I'm actually going to give you kind of a macro shot here. Now I have my camera, by the way, I'm also filming this instead of macro. I'm filming it in an infinity mode, which I had a suggestion of someone me doing when I do tabletop reviews, and it actually works out a little bit better as far as focusing. When I come in close, it does focus nice and close. And you can see this one, it's got some rust, especially on the other scale here. This one was taken to the beach. It was pretty much used all over the place, got wet, never cleaned it. So there's a little rust on there, some gunk. Just going to be cleaning up pretty good today. It's kind of like cool dog tags. Anyway, and here's the blade. The blade style almost looks like the bottom of the blade's broken, but that's just how it fits on the handles there. You can see the blade's a little bit dirty too. It's sharp, but I'm going to be touching it up, and I'll do a separate video on that as well. So anyway, what I used to disassemble this was a Torx driver, and all the screws took the same bit. It is a Torx 7, so a T7 bit for the Spyderco Cricket. Alright, so this may seem more difficult than it really is. I get questions all the time. How do you clean your knives? Well, I clean my knives like I clean my dishes, like I clean my clothes, like I clean anything. I use hot soapy water. That's pretty much it. Scrub it up. Be careful, obviously, with the blade. This one is still decently sharp, so obviously we're in my kitchen sink here. Put the blade in there. Got my handle scales. I'm actually going to, let's see, should I use a bowl for this, or no, I'll just use running water. That should be fine. I'm gonna talk right now for a second because I don't want the water running. You're not gonna be able to hear me. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just put a little soap on here. I've been using this for pretty much everything, this Myers. Actually, someone commented on this before. I got this at Walmart, and just on a whim, I just happened to grab it. It's all natural, some kind of, you know, grain-friendly, environmentally nice crapola. But you know what? It works better than anything I've ever used for dishes and cutting grease and just cleaning in general. It's just Myers, and this one happens to be the basil one, and it smells great. So anyway, that's what I'm using, just dish detergent in this case. And I'm going to be using a scouring pad. That's what they're called. It's basically just a scrubbing pad, or Brillo, but it's not metal. Actually, I wouldn't use Brillo. Brillo is basically just a kind of a steel wool. This is just a, you know, it's not metal, it's a different material. But anyway, I'm just going to scrub it up. It's really pretty straightforward there. Obviously, just be careful again with the blade. Be conscious of what you're doing. Don't get too hot. Now, this handle's gonna be a little bit hard to do because you have the frame lock, so it keeps sticking up. Just be careful not to bend it. If you go to bend it back, don't overextend it because then you lose your the springiness of it. Definitely not what you want to do. Nice clean knife. What? Not what you were expecting? You thought I had some kind of super secret cleaning technique for knives? This is it, folks. Soap and water, a little bit of elbow grease, and a nice scrubbing pad. This thing works great for this. Again, it doesn't really scratch it up. I can really care less if it gets scratched, but most of you out there probably don't want scratches on your knives, especially these full stainless steel ones. So that's pretty much it. The biggest thing here now is to completely dry this. I mean, really be careful not to let any moisture stay on it. Really dry it very well, and then reassemble and re-oil. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm back. The knife is now clean and assembled. In fact, I've been going for about 3 hours. That's what I love about editing. I actually got a call to go back into work. I had to go transport some mail, and I had to sort a bunch of flyers. And completely off topic, but today's EDC, the Cold Steel Recon 1. This is the new gen plain edge Tanto blade. I'll have a review on this. Of course, I'm just using it right now. Got quite a workout today. Cut probably 100 to 150 plastic straps, and it worked beautifully. What I did notice today, though, I want to share with you guys real quick, and didn't want to have to make a whole separate video on it, is that I find when I have a Tanto knife, instead of using the tip, I usually use this secondary tip right here. Most of the cutting happened right at that point there. And I always find with Tanto knives, at least the way I use them, that this dulls out and it rounds very easily. The base here stays pretty sharp, the tip usually stays pretty sharp, but this is where all the cutting action is happening. But to get down into boxes and stuff, it works beautifully. But anyway, I got quite a bit of a workout today. And another thing is I jabbed myself pretty good in the hand. You can see there right in my palm, I stabbed myself with a piece of wire. Not on purpose, that would be stupid. Actually, my work vehicle, the handle that brings down the gate was all messed up and broken, so it was fixed with a piece of wire, and basically there's a hunk of wire sticking out, and I went to close it and it just stabbed me right in the hand. So I busted out my Leatherman P4 squirt and used the pliers on here to fix the wire. So again, completely random, completely off topic, but man, how cool is it to have a pair of pliers on you at all times? And I'm glad I started EDCing this as well, because had I not, I would have left it as is, and I probably would have stabbed myself again, or someone else who uses the vehicle probably would have stabbed themselves. So anyway, just wanted to mention that. Okay, so the knife is reassembled here. It's nice and clean now. Before it was pretty gritty. Now if you listen to it, it opens nice and smooth, but I'm going to further that by throwing a little Tough Glide in here. One of my top preferred lubricants for knives, although I have been using Ballistol a lot lately too. But anyway, with the knife closed, use this little needle applicator, put a little drop on either side. And we'll open the knife. We'll do the same once it's opened. Just a little bit, don't need much. And that's it. Just kind of work that blade back and forth a little bit. Just separating that oil, getting it worked around the pivot here. This knife does have bronze phosphorus washers in it, which I probably should have showed, but anyway, this is just super smooth. Opens like glass. I was talking to Elliot, Matrix 1, who I was just gave a shout out. We were talking on Skype, and I broke this knife out, and he's like, when I opened it, you can hear it. It was like, and he's like, oh man, that sounds so gritty. I'm like, yeah, I should probably clean it. So took the time today to make a video for you guys. It's not really hard. It's very straightforward. Soap and water. Take your stuff apart if you have to. Take pictures as you're taking it apart if you're not going to remember how it goes back, goes back together. This way you don't screw anything up. But awesome little knife, and now it's nice and smooth and nice and clean. So there we go. Little cleaning video for you and some randomness on some other knives. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it as always. And I'm going to do a video very soon on showing you how to sharpen this recurve blade here on a bench stone. Another thing that I talked about with Elliot in our little discussion. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Oh, one last thing in case you're wondering with the Band-Aid. I know someone's going to ask what I did with the finger here. With all the knives that I play with and use every single day, I actually cut myself on a blender. I was cleaning the top part of a blender, and I just was going back and forth with the sponge cleaning it out, and I just rammed the middle of my middle finger on top here right into the blade. So yeah, pretty dumb move, but anyway, that's why I have I'm just all messed up today. Looks like I've been flipping again. By the way, I will start doing some more Ballistone videos in the future. I know a lot of people have been missing those. I haven't quit doing that. I'm still going to make videos. It's just hard to find time for everything, but I'll have to make some time soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.